Man, oh man, I woke up and felt like I was 75 running around yesterday on the concrete of that sale. And, you can ask Mike Parrish. I literally bought a blueberry scone when I got there to have something to eat. I never got a chance to eat it. I ended up giving it to him an hour later. It was chaotic yesterday, and quite frankly, a great day for the stable. Obviously, you say that, and then there's a voice in the back of your head saying, well, you don't know, and you won't know until next June or July. You're right. Maybe it's schizophrenia. I don't know. But you're right. I won't know until next June or July. But when I think... That girl did not make that drink right. Come on, Starbucks. When we go to the sale, and I put a lot of work into visiting the farms, looking at the catalogs, but most importantly, and you guys know this, the most important thing, let me just wipe this off. The most important thing is the on-site inspections, right? How do the horses look in real time? How do they look in their stalls at the sale? I had earmarked at least, this is bugging me. Much better. I had earmarked at least 70 or so horses to look at. And you guys know how I do that. We look at all the horses, we price them, then we go accordingly. Now, there was one horse I wanted. And I'd made reference to the movie Draft Day and Randy yesterday, but there was one horse I wanted, and that was number 45, the Enterprise filly. What was her name? High Enterprise. Wanted this filly. Got her. Wanted Yes's sister. Got her. Wanted Attorney Rhodes' brother. Got him. What about Globetrotting sister? Yep, got her too. We had an incredible day at the sale. There was horses going for crazy amounts of money everywhere. The ones that we picked, we were right on cue. We started off the sale with number 14. Why are these pages not working right? Come on. Number 14, What a Mission. I told you guys in a video yesterday the story behind What a Mission. What a Mission was the first colt out of a very prolific family, a brother to Brown Girl. Looked good and fit the criteria of the What the Hills. I told you they had to be immaculate. This guy was. So at 20,000, he was our first one. Now, I had set around 18. Truthfully speaking, I had set around 18. I just thought I liked them. And for 20, you never know what's going to happen later in the sale. And all these things are going through your head. I don't know. I can't wait for Hill Street Blues because there's 190 horses before him. So you have to let it play out. I'm thinking 14's a nice colt. I got him at 18. We went through this last year, remember? Purple Aura and Sweet on Pete were early. I paid right what I wanted for Sweet on Pete. I think I stretched like $1,000 or something for Purple Aura, but they were early in the sale, and then boom, you couldn't buy anything. Couldn't buy a hot dog in the middle of the sale. So I was happy to get this colt at 20. A little bit over, but fine. Magical Tom, I'd marked this colt 32, 34,000 the day before. I think we paid 18 for him. But I'll get to what I'm going to do here to fix my little debacle yesterday. Magical Tom was great. I thought he was exactly what we wanted for a lot less than we wanted him for. Pretty hard to beat that. And then 25, I had marked her as a hard yes the day before. In her video, I liked her when I went to the farm. Then when I went to see her yesterday, I liked her even more. She was a hard yes, especially at that price. There was no hesitation, absolutely no hesitation to pull the trigger. Now, my wife loved sipping on my shine. This is a horse that doesn't have incredible pedigree, but had a great video from me at Hickory Lane Farm, and I just thought this horse was a pretty good purchase, and my wife would have been very upset had I not bought this horse for this price. Happy wife, happy life. We didn't get a bunch in between. We circle over next to my top pick of the whole sale. High Enterprise. Man, I love this filly. I'm not going to go on and on about her. If you look at any videos in the last 3 days, all I have is high praise for High Enterprise. Love this horse. Then we jumped over to the Uncle Peter filly. I thought this filly was worth a lot more than we paid for. I told you guys I loved Lenox Hill, but she was going to bring a lot. 46 after we were still waiting for a number of horses we wanted, and we'd already got our top filly that I had. I loved Lenox Hill. When I first looked at the book, looked at a few horses, the first couple of farms, I said Lenox Hill is my number one pick. But not at 46,000. I liked her at like 32. 46 was just too much in my mind. So Swinging Senorita was, I thought, an easy pickup for the price we got her for too. Some really nice horses in here that we were able to get. Now, a lot of people were a little critical of scooping up old Victor Cruz. You know, beautiful colt, very good family. What more do you want? I can't buy who wants a $40,000 down by the seaside when we just watched them go for 200, 100, 120? Why? Why don't we buy a horse that might be good, and if he's not, hey, he could still be a Buckeye and a fair horse, much like the little cruiser colt we got here. Have some fun, watch him race. We don't know. This could be the next world champion. You never know. Buy him accordingly, and we did. 13,000. Great bargain for little Victor. Went buy a couple of horses that I thought they were a little on the high end, so we didn't jump in and grab them. Our next one was pretty simple. For those of you out there looking for horses, Always Charming. And Always Charming looked great. This Casimir Roxy, or Casimir, I keep saying Casimir. Caviar. Roxy Dew's brother. Nice colt. And one that I thought was even a little bit nicer than the Roxy Dew brother, Columbus. I gave this horse some of the highest marks in the whole sale. And this is important. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. He was a what the hill. He was perfect. He's a giant. He comes from a great family. First colt from a credit winner mare. B Corp Pete's in there. This old blood, but still great blood. It's a nice colt. And for us to get him for what he went for was simple. It couldn't get any easier. Then I think we jumped all the way ahead. If I'm missing one, I apologize, but this isn't what I was planning on doing. We jumped ahead, got Globetrotting's sister. I liked her. I don't think she looked anything like Globetrotting. I didn't rave on about her. I just thought, this is a nice Uncle Peter filly. I'm not going to stretch or, go over the top because we had her sister, because the next two after were horrible. Or horrible little animals. This is a nice filly. It wasn't a must-have, but at 26, yeah, no problem. Then we go to the one I did want to have. Yes, his sister. Smoking hot Irish girl. Slam dunk there at 28. I was going to 40. Even at that point of the sale, when I knew my budget was coming, I was still going to 40. Got it for 28. Pretty hard not to be happy about that. I believe I missed a couple I might have wanted, but I know my budget's getting close. It's getting close. Now, here's a very, very important thing. Pay attention. I do a pretty good job pricing these horses. Sure, you're going to have the Rooney Blue Chips brother that go retardedly high, and for 160 when I had them at like 28 or 30. You're going to have those things happen at a sale. They just will. The only difference, and it's crazy. It sounds crazy. But I will tell you right now, the only difference between 30 and 160, two people that want a horse and are willing to overpay for it. In my personal feelings, I believe that horse was grossly overpaid for. But who knows? He might win everything next year. I don't know. You don't know. Whoever was, but that's the beauty of this game, right? This isn't buying milk and bags of chips and bubble gum. These are very fluid prices. They're not set in any way, shape, or form. And even though I say the horse is worth this, it doesn't mean that it is. But I was pretty close on almost all the horses that I marked prices on. Almost all of them. I went to look at 136. Looked at his video. I liked him. Strong colt. Big shoulders. Long tom. I liked everything about him. I marked him at 48 to 52,000 the day before the sale. Not a week before, not a month before, not in haste. But as I took my time at Springhaven the day before at 8 o'clock in the morning, I marked that colt at 48 to 52,000, and we bought him for 15. Again, none of this matters. It only matters what happens next June or July. But if you're into value, if you follow us and you think that I'm not lying to you, I'm not full of shit and telling you the truth, excuse my language, And 136 was a horse that we had to have. I know a lot of people wanted 138. I knew he was going to go for 65 or 70, and I liked him. He was amongst, if we didn't get any of our horses and he walked in the ring, I probably would have bought him for 65. I liked him. I think he's a nice horse. And obviously it's already been proven quite clearly that full count works very well with this mare. So suddenly, yeah, it was a nice horse. But after what we'd gone through the sale, there was a 0% chance I could buy him. I believe then, after 136, didn't we get all the way? I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one. I think the next one might have... I'm missing a horse. Something, but... I like that call. He went way too high. The next one was a filly I thought would be fine. And here's why I bought her. If 189 and 192 were reversed, just 3 hips reversed, we wouldn't have bought Ailson's sister. But I bought the sister because I didn't think we could afford Hill Street Blues or any of the other horses, the Perp and those horses that were left. Lost cause. It is impossible for us to buy those horses. So when her sister come through, I had her marked at 18 to 20. And I was already over budget, but I just like her so much. For those of you out there, maybe you didn't like Ailson, fine. Cut her some slack. She was an Uncle Peter. She interfered. She had her moments where she tried at 55, 56, 57. She just fell apart when we needed her not to, and we sold her. This is a strong family. Ma Cherie Hall's in the second dam, and I've never had a full count. But this was a beautiful, beautiful filly. Ailson's problems, her only problems were she interfered, but she was short-barreled. This filly is long, big, strong shoulders, beautiful video, beautiful filly. I really liked her. And even though I was over budget, I just couldn't find a reason not to buy her, knowing that we were going to probably be shut out the rest of the sale. I bought her. 3 hips later, Hill Street Blues walks in the ring. Randy Hill was right beside me. I said, Randy, don't get your hopes up. He's 40,000 plus all day long. It is very, very unlikely we will even get our hand up. Not only we only get our hand up, we almost had him at 12. But I can see where they're coming from, right? I can see where they're coming from. The Serenade Street, right, hasn't been good, but that horse was not put together well last year. The Muscle Mass looked terrible. And Eternity Road was the first one. So I get it. I see it. Yeah, I see it. But we got him for $19,000. He's going to be sold out. I'm not even going to get any shares of this guy. He looked incredible, too. And then, I had a lot of people that own Purple Aura. They were heartbroken that I didn't buy the Perp. I'm sorry. Let me tell you one thing, okay? I like Purple Aura. But when you start going there to buy horses with passion and heart, you will get screwed every time. Every time. The Perp, in my estimation, was not worth $37,000. We gave a little over half that for his sister, and he's a good-looking colt. But I didn't love him. I liked him. Thought he was nice. But it wasn't like I was going to pick up the phone and make some phone calls, see if we could put together some extra money. Remember, what the hell? Purple Aura hits herself. You guys seem to forget. Purple Aura hits a knee, chews at herself, gets out of gear, bumps along. She's not put together perfectly. Neither is he. Short in the barrel. Remember what I told you? I'm not buying any of those what the hells that don't look perfect. You weren't there. You didn't see the colt. I liked them. I would have taken a shot on it. Maybe. For what we got Hill Street Blues for? Absolutely. 37? No thanks. That's really what it boils down to. The people out there saying, why didn't you buy Purple Aura? Why didn't you buy Purple Aura's brother? Why wouldn't you do that? Because I don't buy horses like that. I don't buy horses because, oh my God, we like her sister. And Purple Aura's a nice filly. But she's not going to win the Breeders' Crown. She's not going to set any world records. I almost said track records, but she did. So, I like Purple Aura. I like her. She's a nice filly. But I'm not trampsing all over the world to buy her siblings. And I didn't like them at 37. That's ultimately it. I mean, if I had $38,000 left in my budget, I still probably wouldn't have bought Purple Aura's brother. I just wouldn't have. There were other horses I liked, even after Purple Oro. There were horses later on in the sale I liked. But we stopped buying at 192. So it wasn't like I just went there and spent and spent and spent. Yeah, I was over budget. I'm going to tell you right now how I'm going to fix that. I was over budget because we bought a lot of nice horses. Not because I overpaid for horses and didn't care. We stopped purchasing at 192. Didn't buy any more horses. But the ones we bought, I think, were absolutely fantastic. So that left me with a problem. Anthony, you spent $60,000 too much. I can't ask the people of the partnership to put in another $6. No, it'd be more than $6. No, because it'd be $600 a share. No, not going to do that. So I come up with a better way, a fair way. So what I'm going to do is I removed 3 horses from the sale yesterday. So all these horses were supposed to go in the Ohio partnership up to $250. I went to $310. So how do we fix that? So I looked and I said, well, I can't really take any of the horses out that I said were our top picks. That would be unfair. Unless mathematically I had to, which I don't. So I looked and said, okay, this could be good for everybody, including the people that didn't get in yesterday. How do we atone for our sins? Let's start with number 18, Magical Tom. He wasn't on my must-have list. He was a horse that I liked on the 73 list. Horse I liked, lots of value there. We underpaid for him in my estimation. So let's pass that value on to the entire stable.ca. Number 18, Magical Tom, is coming out of the partnership. He is going to be listed publicly today. Now, it's only fair. I'm keeping 50% back of all 3 of these horses for the partnership people. They should also have an opportunity to buy in. That's only fair. But I'm going to release 50% to everyone. So number 18, Magical Tom, is going on the public auction, public block today. And you guys are going to be able to buy shares in him today. Next was another top pick of mine. But again, he was not on my must-have list, but he was on my must-watch list. Number 82, Columbus. There's your What the Hill. That's a giant that is actually put together properly. Properly. We talked about another What the Hill a moment ago that was not, in my estimation. Columbus, first foal, first colt out of a credit winner mare. Tons of money, tons of speed. He's got in the second dam one that made $900,000. Another one made almost $300,000. Then you have B-Corp Pete, a world champion, won the Sumac Lad, and a ton of other ones. B-Corp Timbago, 640. Lots of old blood, tons of money and wins. This is a horse everyone can sink their teeth into. Number 82, Columbus, will also be joining the public market today. Now, pay very, very close attention. The next horse that's going to be on the list is one that is a gimme for everyone. Depend on It, number 136. This is the horse I had marked at $48,000 to $52,000, but was not on my must-have list. Most definitely on my must-watch list. Number 136 is joining the stable.ca publicly today. 50% of those shares will go up for sale today. And trust me when I tell you, they will not make it to midnight tonight. So if you're waiting and saying, oh, I'll just wait until Monday and then I'll decide. Oh, go ahead. I can assure you 136 will be sold out long before midnight tonight. All 3 of those horses should be sold out. So for those of you out there, 3 horses will join the public market of the stable.ca today at some point. Give Kelly and Wendy a break, will you? Because they're working their butts off. We've never done it this way before, and it's a lot of work. This is all manual labor for them. The system isn't set up for this. This is all Wendy and Kelly manually updating this. So just cut them some slack. Those 3 horses are heading to the market today. 18, 82, 136. If you're out there and you're in the partnership and you're, well, Anthony, I want to choose those horses. 50% is held back of all 3 of those horses for the partnership people. The other 50 hits the open market today. So, there, it's fixed. That's exactly 60. I got to exactly 250. Had 3 other horses for the public market. It took me all night to figure it out, but I got it. It's done. It's taken care of. So, if you're out there and you want to get in on the Ohio horses right now, 3 will be available today. Number 18. Number 82, Magical Tom, Columbus, and Depend on It. Those 3 horses are heading to the public market today. So that fixes my problem, and it should fix yours also. If you want to know why I didn't buy a horse, or what it went for, or what I liked or didn't like about it, you know, I felt terrible yesterday too. I was going to bid on a Fear the Dragon filly. I bid one time. And then I stopped. I'm like, what are you doing? I know you don't have a pacing filly, but this is a good-looking filly. But, I mean, what? You're over budget now. What? I just left her. And then I find out later on that one of our clients was the breeder. And I would have worked something out with Brent and Kyle for sure. I liked the filly. I liked her. It just, we didn't communicate enough before the sale, or we would have had her also. So 14 horses joined the stable today. They're in that shed row right there. And in a short while, they'll be on that track out there. We'll have videos for you. I'll be sending them to you throughout the weekend. I do have some bad news. For those of you waiting till Monday, I just got a message from Kelly. I didn't even get shares in these horses. Globetrotting Sister is sold out. That's not shocking. Yes's Sister is sold out. That's not shocking. Eternity Road's Brother is sold out. Again, not shocking. I didn't even get any shares of these horses. I get screwed by my own company. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that was the incentive. That's why I had to build it like that, so there was an incentive for people to get in early. I appreciate everybody jumping in. Now, we changed the Ontario buckets a little bit so that everyone could get in. The only sale I have to worry about that's left, because Ontario will work itself out soon enough. We have some sophomores we're selling, and I'm hoping our clients will stay involved at Harrisburg, which means if there'll be revenue to offset any sales there. The only sale I'm really worried about is Lexington, coming up in 2 weeks. So for all our people out there that are the Lexington crew, drop me a line before I start pandering this week. I would like to start putting together lists to buy horses in Lexington. I don't know if doing it in this manner is the way to go. Maybe. Let me know. Let me know. Did you like how the sale went? Now, I know the people that didn't get in for $2,500 are going to say no. Cut me some slack. I'm trying to build a good model for Lexington. So help me do that. That's my ask to you today. Help me build the Lexington model for 2021. We only got 2 weeks. Help me do it. I hope you're having a great day. I got tons of videos for you today. Tons of videos for Monday. Take care.